Hello students, in this video I will discuss the basics of PLSQL. So what is PLSQL? PLSQL is the procedural language oblique structured query language. It is an extension of SQL. It is a combination of SQL along with the procedural features of programming language. What was the limitation of SQL? The limitation of SQL is that we cannot use procedural capabilities. That is, we cannot use conditional checking, we cannot use looping statements, we cannot check our data before inserting into the table. So this all is resolved by using PLSQL. PLSQL has the powerful feature. We can use the SQL as well as we can use the procedural statements, like we can use the conditional statements, we can use the looping statements, etc. So let us try to run our first program. So every PL program starts with declare. In declare section, I declare all the variables which I want to use. And then begin section. In begin section, we write the actual code of the PLSQL. Now suppose I want to print the value of a. For that I will use dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. And here I will print value of a is, then I will use the concatenation operator and then end section. Now try to run this program. You can see the value of a is 10. So let's move forward. Next program is how to add two numbers using PLSQL. So it's very easy. We have to declare a number, and we will declare C number for storing the value. Value of A is 10 and value of B is 20, and here I am adding the value of A and B, and here I can write addition of numbers is addition of numbers is C. So when you run this program, you can see addition of numbers is 30. So till now I have used two sections: declare section in which you will declare the variables, and begin section in which you will write the code. So let's move forward. Now I will discuss the conditional statements. So conditional statements, first of all I will discuss if statement. So syntax of if is if condition then statements and then and if. So simple syntax is if then condition. If that condition is true, then statements will be executed, and then and if. So if condition is true, then these statements will be executed, and then and if. For example, this was our program. I want to check addition of these numbers. Addition is stored in C variable, is greater than 50. If addition is greater than 50, then I will print addition is greater than 50. I will print addition is greater than 50. Fine. And then I will use enter. So this way you can use if statement. If, then condition, then if condition is true, then statements will be executed, and then and if. So let us try to run this program. Before executing this program, so let me tell you another thing. Suppose I want to fetch the values at the runtime. Now in this case A is 10, B is 20. Every time you run this program, C is always 30. But how to take the values at the runtime? So for that I will use this one, colon and then B. You can use any variable here. So in this way the values will be taken at the runtime. So let us run this program. So as you can see, suppose A is 35, B is 34. When I click on submit, see, addition of number is 69 and 69 is greater than 50. That's why I am getting this message, addition is greater than 50. Fine. So let's move forward. Next is if else syntax. So let me tell you the syntax first. Syntax is simple. If condition, then statement suppose A, else statement suppose B, and then and if. So this is a simple syntax. If condition is true, then this statement will be executed, otherwise this statement will be executed. So this is the simple syntax. You have already used this syntax in C language or C++. So if condition is true, then statement A, otherwise statement B, followed by the and if. So let us move to the program. This is our program. If C is greater than 50, then addition is greater than 50. Suppose I also want to print addition is less than 50. Addition is less than 50. Fine. So this way I can use if condition, then statements, else statement, then and if. So this block will end here, if. So when you run this program, when you run this program, now suppose value of A is 5, value of B is 34, and now see, addition of number is 39 and addition is less than 50. Fine. Now let's move forward. Now we will do another program. I will explain you the syntax of if then else if. Else if मतलब अगर condition first नहीं true, then it will check for second condition. If second condition is not true, then it will check for third condition. If third condition is not true, then it will check for next condition, and so on. And if all the conditions are false, then else will be executed. Let me explain. If condition 1, then statements. So statements. For else if we use ELSIF, there is no space. Else if condition 2, then statements. Suppose this is statement 1, suppose this is statement, you can all say this is statement A, this is statement B. Similarly you can use else if condition 3, then statement C, and so on. In the last we have else and statement D, and then and if. So it's very simple. If condition 1 is true, then statement A will be executed. Otherwise, if condition 2 is true, then statement B will be executed. Otherwise, if condition 3 is true, then statement C will be executed. Otherwise, statement D will be executed. Fine. So let's try to run this program. So what we can do, suppose I have two numbers. Begin. Suppose I want to say enter 1 for addition. Enter 2 for multiplication. Fine. So suppose value of A I am getting at runtime, value of B I am getting at runtime. Suppose I have the values before executing these statements. So enter 1 for addition, enter 2 for multiplication, and I am entering this value, I am getting this value in the C. Now if C equals to 1, then I am adding this number. So for result, let us say we have number R, that is number. Fine. If C equals to 1, then R will be equals to A plus B. Fine. Else if C equals to 2, then R will be equals to A multiplied by B, and else I can simply write wrong choice. I can simply write wrong choice. Fine. So here you can use and if. So see, this program I have written to explain you the concept of else if. If this condition is true, then this will be executed because I am having 1 for addition and 2 for multiplication. So if C is 2, then multiplication will be performed, otherwise wrong choice. And after the and if, you can simply print the value of a result. You can print the value of result. Result is this one, and then end state. Fine. So let us try to run this program. So suppose value of A is 5, value of B is 6. I must have the value of C before executing this one. This is just to explain the concept. Now try to run this program. The value of C suppose is 1, and value of A is 5, 4, value of B is 5. It means addition will be performed. So see, you can see result is 9. Now again run this program. This time value of C is 2, value of A is 4. It means multiplication will be performed. So result is 20. So simply you can see, if C is 1, then R is equals to result equals to addition. Else if C is 2, choice is 2, then result is multiplication. And in case of other option, we will get a wrong choice out. So this is just to explain the concept of else if. Although it is not a proper program, proper code, but you can still understand the concept of else if using these statements. So if condition 1, then statements else, if condition 2, then statements else statement. So far in the basics of PLSQL we have covered how to get the value at the runtime and how to use the conditional statements. So in the next video, I will discuss the iterative statements in PLSQL. If you have any doubt, feel free to comment, and thank you for watching this lecture.